We get to eat afterward?
We do. It's actually one of my favorites. We're going to go now. We're going to go to our Kitchen World kitchen and see what Joe is cooking up.
That's right. You guys only get to eat if I leave you some leftovers on the days I get to cook. We're with Mark Meager from the Wellington Pub. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh, no problem.
Now, you're the head chef over there.
Yes.
And today you brought in some really interesting ingredients. We're cooking a crab cake, right?
Crab cakes with a Creole sauce.
Sounds a little spicy, huh?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You can vary the spice if you don't.
All right, hang on, really quick. Check your mic. We got to turn that on for you. This happens. We're on live TV. We're going to turn on Mark's mic by simply just doing this magic of TV. Now you can hear him at least. We're talking crab cakes with the Creole sauce, right?
Right.
Okay, let's talk ingredients. I know this is a bowl of crab meat here, but what else do we have?
We have red peppers, scallions, and celery, and then we have Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice, sassafras leaves, and some Old Bay.
Sassafras. I thought that was just like a slang term. That's an actual thing.
No, it is an actual thing. It's usually called gumbo file.
Cooking with sassafras today. I like that. All right, and Worcestershire sauce. That's good too. Breadcrumbs. You got panko there.
Panko and the fine breadcrumbs to hold the crab cakes together.
Okay, really quick. Let's talk about our Creole sauce.
We have peppers, onions, and a multitude of spices, and chopped tomatoes.
All right, now a lot of these ingredients you could probably get at a supermarket. You don't have to go to a specialty store for, right?
Absolutely, you can get them all at a supermarket.
All right, good stuff. Mark and I are going to be getting these ingredients all prepared. I'm going to throw on the apron, maybe even put on a pair of gloves because we're dealing with crab meat. That gets a little...
An egg.
Right, yeah, you don't want a raw egg. Exactly. All right, so a lot going on here in the kitchen this Monday. We're going to send it back to you guys right now.
Sassafras. Another awesome event happening in our kitchen right now. We got some crab cakes.
Yeah, how's it looking over there, Joe?
That's right. Mark and I are cooking up some crab cakes. We're almost ready for liftoff here in the kitchen. What do we have going right now?
We have the vegetable sauteing right now, which is celery, scallions, and roasted red peppers.
All right. Now, what do you need from me?
I'm going to have you add the Worcestershire, the hot sauce, sassafras leaves, and Old Bay.
So that's all this right here?
And usually we like this to cool before you mix it in with your crab mixture.
Okay, and this goes into?
This is live TV, so we have to hurry.
I'll put that in just to be safe. I don't want to ruin it.
Yep.
All right, beautiful.
And you just give it a little stir.
Cooking with sassafras today.
Take it off. That's traditionally used in a gumbo.
Smells great already. Yeah.
And then we'll let this cool here. Shut off the oven
cool
so we
a little
don't burn your arm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm also wearing gloves because we're dealing with crab and egg, and that's the sanitary thing to do.
Right.
Okay.
So now we can just scrape
right in
this
there. Beautiful. All right, right into the crab meat.
Right.
Very easy. Anything else you want to add here?
The best way to do crab cakes is with your hands.
All right, so I'm just going to start mixing this?
Yep, we do put in a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And an egg.
All right, one egg and the mayonnaise.
And then get right in there and mix it up.
This is what I live for this. Oh, that feels good. Okay.
And then, if you don't
really mixing it with your hands is probably the best way, though, right? I mean, it just gets everything combined so well.
Mix in a little breadcrumb just to hold it together.
Okay, we've got our seasoned breadcrumbs in there with our egg and all those juicy flavors moving around.
Right. And this over here is going to be our Creole sauce.
That's right.
Which I have sauteing right now. Peppers, onions, and some garlic.
All right.
I'm going to put in some fresh chopped tomatoes.
Okay, Mark, when that is done, it's going to go on top of the crab cakes, right?
That is going to go on top of the crab cakes.
All right, and when we come back, well, he's going to be cooking with a little bit of basil. We'll show you that when we come back, and we're going to start frying up these crab cakes. They already smell great.
Good
stuff. Well, we're with Chef Mark from the Wellington Pub
on Hurdle Avenue.
And you guys have been around forever.
Yes, we have.
And you've been there for quite a while as well, right? How long you been there for?
Since about 86.
86. All right. Now, this is one of their, this is obviously on the menu.
This is a Friday night special.
Friday night special. Fish related, obviously. We're making crab cakes, but you're also got a Creole sauce.
Creole sauce.
What do we got here?
And right now we have the tomatoes sauteing with some peppers and onions.
Easy enough.
And we're going to do a little trick right here where you put the basil in whole.
Okay.
To allow it to flavor, but basil tends to get very dark when you cook.
It'll wilt really quick, right?
So then you can easily pick it out and finish it off with some fresh basil.
Okay, so when you're done, pick out the full thing and then finish it off with the little
the other spices we're adding is crushed red pepper, fresh thyme,
all right,
fresh oregano,
beautiful,
Old Bay, and once again, gumbo file, which are sassafras leaves.
There's that word again. All right, we've also got the some of that similar stuff in here with the crab meat, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that's just going.
Let that simmer, and we're going to show Joe how to make some crab cakes.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now,
What
you
do
don't
I
want
do
to
here?
make these too big because they will end up not cooking in the middle.
Falling apart a
so
little
you want
bit,
to use
okay.
about a 2-ounce portion.
About that.
Press
okay.
it flat.
Kind of like I'm making a hamburger?
Correct.
Or a slider?
And then slide it into the egg wash, which is
Okay.
equal parts of egg and water,
Okay.
and then into the panko breadcrumbs.
Now, panko is a...
Panko is
for
a
people that don't
crust,
know.
is a very crispy Oriental breadcrumb.
Okay.
And
It's a little lighter than your average bread.
It allows the heat to stay into your product and adds a nice crispy coating on the outside.
Okay. Who doesn't like a nice crispy coating?
Right.
I love a nice crispy coating. All right. Now, we've got some of these made already.
Yes, we do.
Back here or somewhere around here.
Now we're going to use a little butter and olive oil.
Yeah, I was going to say,
which
we got a
you can
hot
put in
pan.
it.
What do you...
We got a hot
should I
pan?
just eyeball the olive oil here? Just a little bit in there?
just to coat the bottom of the pan, a little bit of butter.
A little bit of butter. It's always a little bit of butter here on Winging It. All right, so we'll get that going. That's a hot pan anyway. That's ready to go. So here we
Slide
go.
these in. It takes about 3 minutes per side, depending on the thickness.
Okay, and you're obviously looking for like a golden brown kind of
Correct.
coating, right, on the outside? All right, we'll put them all in. Because
All right.
everybody
That's
in
what
the
we need.
office here is going to eat them. That's for sure. I hope you brought more, by the way.
Yes.
Now, tell us about the Creole sauce here. How long does that simmer on the stove for?
I usually let it simmer at least 20 minutes to allow everything to thicken and combine into a nice, flavorful sauce.
That's what you want. And as you mentioned, you put in some
Right.
full leaves
Full
of basil, but you're going to
which-
take those out now,
which,
right?
once the sauce is almost complete, you'll take those out and you can add a little bit of fresh chopped basil, shut off the heat,
And that way they won't wilt and get all
and then
dark.
you get the nice green color of the basil and the wonderful aroma and flavor.
Yeah, some great colors on that Creole sauce. Now, as far as prep time and everything, this doesn't take too long.
This does not take very long, no. And if it did take long, it would be worth the wait.
Right, now this is a Friday night special at the restaurant. Is this
Yes,
what
it
people
is.
come to your restaurant for on Fridays, or is
we
it a
do
wide variety?
probably almost 300 fish fries on a Friday night.
Oh, and this is definitely considered
And this
one of
is
those.
and this is part of it, but our fish fry is our big draw on Friday nights. And we also have wonderful slow roasted roast beef. We have fresh ground burgers that they do from Johnny's Meat Market every day, and some wonderful banquet facilities, and we can even cater corporate parties going right to your house, or drop off or pick up on the catering.
Do you find that the catering picks up during the summer months with
Yes.
weddings and all kinds of events?
Yes, it does. Yep, and the graduations, yes, it does.
Now, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, obviously you have a website, Wellington Pub.
Yes, we
I'm
do.
assuming.
Yep.
Okay, good. Now, as far as this recipe goes, we're going to take a little bit later. We're going to take some of these ingredients and make
And
something
make
else
a
out of
couple
it, right?
other dishes for you if you have any leftovers.
Are they also going to be on the menu if I were to go down there? We don't want to really show it too much, but that's the finished
And
product
this
here.
is what we
of course.
do at the pub, and it's served with a 7-vegetable coleslaw in the summertime, or a rice and beans in the wintertime.
Oh, beautiful. So you cater for all different types of weather out
Yes.
there. It's raining this week, so maybe soup would be good.
It might.
Okay, wait, Victoria has a question.
Put the crab cakes into the refrigerator to make them a little bit harder before
Yes.
you fry them?
Yes.
Is that important? What if you don't? What if you just don't have time?
Then it's fine doing it either way. I
But
mean,
if you
if you're
can?
making them fresh, you can put them right into the pan, but most of the time we do chill them.
Yeah, I don't have time to chill anything. I go right from here to the pan. But
You can't even
obviously
chill
that's-
yourself.
They'll turn out just fine if you just make them just like we did right here.
Yeah, so it's okay this way, all right? We're fine. It's all good. Okay, coming up, Greg and I are going to be making a second helping. We're making 2 second helpings, right? Or a couple of different things,
2,
right?
yes.
Okay, 2 for the price of 1 here on Winging It. Back to you guys. All right, welcome back. We're making 2 second helpings today because we made a spicy sauce and we made some crab cakes with Chef Mark Megan from the Wellington Pub. What are we doing?
We're making a remoulade sauce to go on top of a crab cake sandwich.
Okay.
And we're using the leftover sauce from the crab cakes to make a chicken pasta dish.
All
Just
right.
use your favorite pasta and chicken, toss it together.
Add the sauce to it.
And you got a meal the second day and a snap.
All right, let me help me make this remoulade here. What do I do?
Here we have our homemade chili sauce, which
All right.
we call John's Hot Sauce at the pub.
Some garlic. Garlic. What do we got here? Just plain old
Dijon
mustard?
mustard.
Dijon mustard. Okay.
Some black pepper, some
Black
cayenne
pepper. and some
pepper.
cayenne pepper. All right.
And then we have chopped pickles and capers.
Chopped pickles and capers all in there.
And that'll go on top of our crab cake sandwich.
And we started with a mayonnaise base, right?
With a mayonnaise base, correct.
Oh, wow, look at the color on that. That's great. Okay, so I just give it a few whisks. It's pretty much ready to go, huh?
Correct.
That's good stuff. And then I'll just take a spoonful.
And put it on top of
It's
the
kind of a
crab
big
cake
spoonful.
sandwich on
You
a
say
toasted
remoulade.
bun, but it's
I say
delicious,
big
so you
spoon.
want a lot on it.
Yeah, that's good. Look at the color on that. That looks great. I'm going to put a little bit more. Who doesn't like that, right? All right, and as you mentioned before, since we basically made like a tomato sauce here with a little basil in it, you can add that to pasta.
Good toss with any kind of pasta, with or without meat. And you got a great second helping.
And of course, the crab cakes.
The original crab cake.
The original crab cakes.
From the
And
day.
quickly, tell us about that coleslaw. It looks really
It's
fresh.
a 7-veggie coleslaw.
Right.
And you can pick any 7 you want, but we have yellow squash, zucchini, red onion, and cabbage,
secret
napa
ingredient.
cabbage. And it's made with a simple vinaigrette dressing.
Just that simple. It's kind of a light. It's not loaded
It's a
up with
light,
mayonnaise,
no, it's
right?
a very light, summery kind of thing, which is great topped on sandwiches.
Great for-
Turkey sandwich, it's great on top of a turkey sandwich or a barbecued pork sandwich.
All right. All right, Mark Megan, Wellington Pub. Thank you so much for joining. Meager. I don't know why I said Megan. I'm sorry about that. But you can find this whole recipe on wingit.tv. Back to you guys.